Welcome to News, Booze, and What We Choose with Danielle and Dami.
Grab a drink, get the news, and come chill and hang with us. Cheers!
Cheers.
Mine is
Chin.
like almost gone.
Oh,
Chin.
chin. Um, this week I'm drinking another Grazie bottle because I got that testing taster sampler, but it
Hmm.
came with cute cups.
Oh, that is cute. I like that.
But it's a red. Oop, almost knocked it over.
Mm.
Uh, Same thing. No, where is it from? Oh, this one's from 90% from France, 10% from Italy.
I'll take it. I'll
Okay.
take it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice.
Zero sugar, 13%. Dry, fruity notes, medium body.
Beautiful. I am drinking a salted watermelon sour. I made you guys a fancy cocktail. Let's see if we can get it. There we go. Um,
Salted sour.
It's been a while since I've made like a fancy cocktail, I'm gonna be honest, but last night I got almost 8 hours of sleep, so she's alive.
I'm surprised because you were on work
Mhm,
trip. I'm
mhm.
surprised you're not able to, I mean, I'm not really so able
Like
to
sleep
actually
more?
sleep more in the hotel, but
You would think.
yeah.
One would think it is the no, okay? No. First of all, the last week I was in New York, that's 3 hours ahead. So yeah, did I sleep until 7 or 8 without children? Sure, I did. But you know what time it was? 5
Yeah.
if I slept until 8 or 4 a.m. So not really. Even carp, like when I went to Carpinteria, I think I had to be up so early. That one was like, I think I woke up at 8. So that what kind of was like, ooh, I slept in.
Crazy. I know
Whoa, 8
my ki-
a.m.
my kids will literally have not slept past 7:30. I don't even remember the last time.
What is that?
I
What
don't
is
know. It's like on the dot,
Mhm.
7:30 at the latest.
Yeah.
More often than not,
I'm,
7.
I'm like, I mean, listen, I don't want to rush anything. Like, I'm mildly looking forward to like the teenage years where they like sleep until like 11 and like, are you alive?
Oh my
Like,
God.
are you
Do you
okay?
do you remember the days where we could sleep until like 1?
Yes, that was insane. What was wrong with us?
How did our
I slept until 2 p.m. one time and I woke up and I was like, wow, I did it,
the
guys.
well,
Like
and
my
also
life.
it's like you kind of sleep the day away.
You do. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I just want to know what it's like to sleep until 9 a.m. again.
9.
Wake up with like n nothing and no like responsibilities. Slowly get up, have breakfast at 10, and then like go to yoga. That is crazy. That is a life. You're living good there, sis.
I'm just thinking of all the childless people we know that are probably like, that's just a regular day.
Yeah, they are like totally just my normal Saturday. Um,
No big.
what's been going on with you?
Well, since our last episode, not much in terms of events and spectaculars like over the last weekend that I can remember. But today
Mhm.
was Forrest's art show, and oh my God,
Oh, cute the
it
pet.
was it was adorable.
Yeah.
So, well, he's big on clay creations and he loves to draw. So I did a hybrid presentation because it was basically kind of like you present either you do something physical like you or if you're a pianist into gymnastics, into dance, or are you a creative and you can do Lego display art, whatever it may be. So he loves every single day he makes a bunch of clay creations and then every few times a week he'll go real deep into like an artsy picture.
Mhm.
So pulled out everything last night and he had to pick out his like top 50 sculptures that he's made since school started. And then we had to go through his stack of art to pick out which ones he wanted to laminate and display. So I went to Michael's and got a trifold. It had a total flashback. A trifold for like a science fair.
Yeah.
Got the like cool letters. He chose ones that were like gradient and kind of like rainbow style. So I
Mhm.
put Forest Creations on the top and then put all the pictures on there. had even like the extra ones I had in like a little hole punch ring so he can like you can flip through them. And then I got these clear cases that you can use for like displaying dolls, Labubus, like whatever your collection is. But I got those and I glue dotted all of his little creations to him so they wouldn't move. And I did 2 cases of them and it was amazing. He was so excited to share his creations. He his confidence just like through the roof. Like normally he's shy, quiet, takes a minute to warm up. Oh no. Even his teacher agreed. She's like, he was just so like talkative and he was
Mhm.
chatty.
Yeah.
And so kids were coming up, parents were coming up, teachers were coming up and be like, oh my God, what's that? And he goes, and then Wyatt would open the door so they can get a better
Yeah.
look. And then Forrest would point. It was just so cute. Um, but yeah,
That's
he
like
was,
the coolest thing though, like to like be that young and to like know what you're passionate about and like that's incredible. Like not everyone gets that. That's like truly like a gift to be able to like have like to know. Like he knows this is like he's lighting up. And I'm not saying like it won't change when he's 30, but like I kind of have a
no,
feeling that's what he's gonna that like you could take those like his creations and literally like I feel like he could there could be like a movie like I just they're so cool. They're like one of the I mean seriously, I'm not blowing smoke up your butt. They're so cool. His creations are amazing.
yeah, and he put so much heart, like thought, and like they're even the parents and stuff were like, "You made all these little teeth like without any help," and they look at me and I'm like, "I didn't do anything. All I
No.
do is I provide the clay, and
Mhm.
that's it." Like,
Yeah, he is an artist.
no, so I think if I were to have to guess, like based on what he's into now, he's either going to be a sculptor
Hmm.
or do something in sci-fi, like because he creates creatures that are like I'm talking one of his sculptures and he draws to like the same like kind of creations too. Like I sometimes he'll sketch it first and then he'll do the creation. So I'm like he plans it in his head. But he will literally do like, okay, this is a giant alien that was taken over by the ooze in the street.
Cool.
And then it grew bigger than the building.
So he's
And
got like the storytelling to it too.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I'm like sci-fi for sure. So I could see him being that guy that like creates like the mock of like what the movie's gonna look like, but in the clay format, or
Hmm.
even a Tim Burton, like where you kind of create
Yeah.
all these like really kind of there's some of them are cute and some of them are creepy.
Hmm.
Like he created like the I think I even talked about this. He created like the Krampus gingerbread men, but more evil. So more like more sharp teeth, sharp claws. And then and then he created like an evil snowman, so they fight each
Oh,
other.
oh my God. I don't know who you need to talk to, or but I feel like he needs to like find the right mentor,
Yeah.
like to like really cultivate that even more because he really is so incredibly brilliant and talented and like so artistic, like just naturally. He's 5.
Yeah, and he like mind you, and he's very much that he can watch something once and he can draw exactly what it looks like. So he has that like because I remember I was had similar where I could watch like Ariel and then I could draw Ariel, but I'd have to watch it or I'd
Hmm.
have to have the box next to me and I can literally copy it.
Yeah, I can kind of do that too. But like to be able to and I was really good at like I was also really good at like painting because I would go to like with my mom to dance at college and oil paint and I would like do just go for it and it would end up being something really
Yeah.
cool, like abstract but like cool. Now I'm so in my head, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna paint? But like that's what I'm saying. Like if he just continues to like have that creative freedom and explore that and like be in the right setting to do that, he's not gonna have that like adult fear. He's just gonna go and like create and have fun and like be an artist. It's awesome. Super
Yeah.
awesome.
And I'm excited to provide like because the only thing I know I'm responsible for in keeping his dream alive is
Yeah.
one, providing the material,
Hmm.
and two, showing, and this is like a big thing that really hope all parents do. Like when they show you something, even if you're like, I have no idea what I'm looking at, just be like, that is so cool.
Yeah.
I was doing that when he was little to like scribbles on a paper. And now like look at him. He can create like realistic looking things like from clay and stuff. And it's just because I kept telling him like how amazing like his creations were. I'm
Yeah.
not I'm not gonna try to be like delusional, like have him live a delusional life thinking he's amazing. I was like,
Yeah,
no, like he's literally creating like art in my opinion. And it's just like
truly.
keep it up, my guy.
Hmm. Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely. I love
So,
it.
Tim Burton, if you're listening, you want to be a mentor for my child? Shoot for the moon. What have you been up to since we last year's?
I had a cute weekend with the boys. We just like kind of took them around and went to different places. They really like have hit I don't think I've talked about this in a while. But like I feel like they're more on like the 3.5 side. They're like almost to 3.5. And it really is kind of like shifting where they talk. I mean, we can so much. Like they can have like full-on conversations, very articulate. And so they're getting along better too. Like, don't get me wrong, they're having like still have moments, but they're a lot like few and far between, and they're playing more together and talking more, and they want to hold hands and you want to share? Yeah. And they're like counting out the cars themselves, and like we're getting into this like fun stage with them where it's like still sweet and little, but bigger little. You know what I mean?
And I
It's like
feel like it's a little bit more independent too, because
yeah.
then you're not really feeling like you have to Hawkeye the situation anymore.
It's a lot nicer, and like I said, not fully 100% there, but it's I could just see like where we're headed, and I'm like I might be able to like wash a dish.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So and also like when Charlie and I are home together, and if they do need a break, I think what's been helping is like splitting them, like giving them time individually with one of us. So like one parent is downstairs working and one kid gets to like play with everything. And then the other one is like upstairs and we do like crafts and stuff. And I'm working, like, so it's a like cool balance. But anyway, so we had a bunch of fun. And then I have been the March I knew was crazy. I think in February too. Like February I went to Chicago. March I went to Carpinteria, New York, and then this week we had a work summit for like our broader org. So I think there was like total 600 folks from all around the world. And we gathered in San Jose. So I was able to like stay the night. One of the nights that was like a longer night, they rented out PayPal Stadium, which is the soccer stadium in San Jose.
Oh, I didn't know that. What was
It
it
was
before?
really, huh?
What was the stadium called before?
That's a great question. I don't remember. I'm sure
Because it wasn't PayPal Stadium
it was
before
not.
I moved.
No, it wasn't. Avaya? I think it was Avaya.
That seems a little bit more right.
Yeah. So it was really cool. They did a beautiful job, and it was like those kind of events. They're like great because you get to like meet other people outside of your immediate team, even outside of like my smaller org. And that's a neat part. And then I'm just like at this point in my life, I'm like authentically myself. So like I'm at a table with like I don't know anyone, and we start talking about our animals and like how like elderly animal dog kind of things. And I'm cracking jokes, you know me, like I cannot leave like a potential joke on the table. Like if I'm gonna get a laugh, I'm getting the laugh. So it just was really fun and I made friends. And then like just meeting with like my internal org was like fun and just a good time. But they got me like afterwards, like because that was like the night that like we were staying the night. So I was like mom's night out, and I have some closer girlfriends that are like colleagues too, and they're also new moms, and so we were like, let's go. We're in San Jose.
Where'd you go?
San Pedro Square, of
Oh.
course. Yeah.
Did you go to Old Wagon? Does Old Wagon still there?
I think it is, but we didn't go that far. We went to what's the O'Flaherty's? Went
O'Flaherty's
to
is still
O'Flaherty's.
there.
And I'm yeah, and I'm such a mom that like I do not wear a purse anymore. Like I can't I don't. Like
Oh
I
wow,
was
I
like
could not do
backpack,
that.
AKA because it was like ugh, like I feel like I got so used to carrying around the diaper bag and like
Mm.
putting my wallet in there and then I would always forget my wallet and so now I've like transitioned to like a tote bag like I'm like slowly getting away from the diaper bag that like it's so big that I don't register small purse and so I'm like I'm dangerous I'm like I just can't and I completely left my whole freaking wallet at home so I had everything on my phone and we were like went out afterwards or they're like I can't take the picture ID of you and I'm like I'm 39 years old sir like I'm normally in bed by 10. Let me in.
Did he let you in?
One of them did, the other one shoot us away, but O'Flaherty's did. Oops. Shouldn't say that out loud. Was
Wait, one of them literally said no, that wouldn't suffice.
yeah, it was
You
lame.
couldn't be like, I was born in this year. I literally remember growing up with Tamagotchis, the first batch, Furbies, the original. I
But
can
also like the drinking age is 21. So if you're underage, you're 20 or under. And not to be mean to myself, but like I don't fucking look 20. She does not look 20, okay? And
I
that's okay.
don't
No.
know.
So
Maybe the
use the
guy's
drink.
eyesight was like not 20/20,
I just think he would just was like
being a
teaching
punk.
his job too seriously. So whatever.
That,
Anyway,
yeah,
gotta say
definitely
that.
what is it called? It's when they like not a high horse, but like where they take the whole not that you said their job too seriously, but like when they just like to know that they have the power. Be like,
Yes.
I can turn her away.
Yeah. Great. Good job. Okay.
Well,
You're the place that we were like trying to get into that wouldn't let us in, it was like dead there anyway, so I'm glad that we didn't get to go. But it was totally fun and I like, well, still wanted to go out even though it was like 12 it was like 12 o'clock.
I wish I
And
was there with you.
And my friend was like, she was like, no, we shouldn't. It's closed. Me and my other friend were like, it's open. We're like, let's go dancing. And I'm so glad that I was like tucked into bed by 12:30, which is super late for me. So I am appreciative to my other friends. So thank you very much. Anyways,
Oh,
yeah, that's what I did this week. I also, I mean, there was other stuff, but like that was the fun part.
oh. We
Hmm.
need to have another night out, like my
I know.
birthday, so I
Yeah.
can feel that spryly. Did you have to party with the youth? Did they look like they were children in a bar? Because they're so young.
No, I feel like O'Flaherty's is like a safe space
Like
for,
they're not like 20-year-old, 21-year-olds.
yeah, they don't care. And I didn't even notice them, honestly. You know that younger generation doesn't drink.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, they don't drink. So boring.
What's that? Oh no, they just vape,
They just-
I think, and then do gummies. I don't know.
I think they just like sit there and talk and drink water.
Thrilling.
All right, let's get into what the fuck Trump news. Tell me, since I was so tapped out of like I was in a bubble this week, so what happened?
Well, I know you already knew about this part, so you're not completely out of the bubble on
That's
this.
true. Yeah.
Because Saturday morning, Trump announced that he was going to release the hounds on Monday, aka release ICE agents into the airports
Exciting.
to replace slash help the TSA. They're not doing anything. So it's been now, we're recording on Thursday. Wait, what day is it? Yeah, Thursday. 4 days in to ICE taking over the airports. And it started actually Sunday night
Mm-hmm.
because I started seeing videos at like SFO, JFK, and stuff on Sunday night. Um, they're just walking around holding their vests like they're all portrayed like literally doing this thing where they just
Yeah,
hold their vests and just walking around doing nothing.
they do that.
And then they do the rock thing where they just
Kind
rock
of.
back and forth holding their vest. What is that? What is that? So yeah, like they're really doing nothing. And then they're just like standing behind the people doing their job unpaid
Mm-hmm.
while they're paid just to
Mm-hmm.
stand there and watch.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's been a couple videos that have been released of them being their goony self and detaining poor mothers in the airport. And a man, I saw another one with like an older man, but they are detaining a couple of people, but the other footage we're seeing is literally just them in like little tiny groups, just walking around the airport doing dilly squat.
Yeah,
So,
sucks.
are we great again, guys? Are we great? Because, man, you're the one who actually has a flight coming soon. So, keep us
In
post
Chicago.
keep us
Yeah.
posted.
Yeah, I will. I am a little, I'm not nervous about like so much being detained. I mean, that is like a factor, but like less likely, more likely is that I will be in a very long um like security line. I
Uh,
did see something about Trump talking about making an executive order to have like TSA be paid immediately. It's like so fucking stupid.
did you see
Be
that?
like, send out ICE agents, and then after, because you know you're fucking up, to be like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll have them be paid. Can you imagine, like, if Congress didn't get paid? This is bullshit. Like, why are we allowing these people who are dependent, like, they're not millionaires like Congress, like who can go a month without getting paid. These are people who are trying to feed their families. Not paying them, it's unacceptable, like completely unacceptable.
Well, and starting today, there's been pictures and like slight short videos of ICE agents are now being trained by the TSA, the unpaid TSA, to like figure out how to do certain things.
Yep.
And then Elon Musk had said he will pay for all of TSA to get paid, and Trump said no.
I- yeah, I don't understand like how much further can this go?
No, no, and I've also heard rumblings, but I feel like we've been hearing these rumblings, and it's just giving us false hope that there is an impeachment coming, but we'll see.
We'll
His
see.
goonies are still going to be in the office, though, even if he gets impeached. It's not like the whole administration gets impeached.
It's pretty discouraging. I don't know.
But again, not holding my breath for that. Another thing that good old McTrumper Pants is doing is being a hypocrite. So hypocrite Helen,
Mm-hmm.
hypocrite Harriet, however what do you want to call him? Um, he wants to get rid of the mail-ins. You can't vote by mail. But then he did. Him and his whole Trump fam. They all cast a mail ballot for the upcoming Florida special election.
Of course. Of course they did. He's not going in.
Yeah, he did it by mail. The thing that
Wait,
he's literally trying to get rid of.
this is insane.
Fucking loser.
Well, we
Um,
don't like you.
so I also want to know, does that mean the midterm election that's going to happen if he doesn't get impeached by then, God willing? Um, that's going to happen here in the next 7.5, 7 months and a week from now.
Dear
We
God.
can't do any mail-in
So much happens in like 1 month.
in a
Seven
week.
in a week. 7.5 months is like 20 years from now.
That's like 6 terms.
What are we gonna do?
We'll see what happens. I mean, who knows if he'll even be around.
We'll see. We'll see.
Um,
What we got?
so I thought of you when I saw this. Yeah, because you were big on the drug boats.
Oh, the drug boats, like being mad at it.
You were big about it.
Or was
Um,
I big like I have a drug boat?
yes, you Damiana drug boat, Ariza.
Not.
So 2 days ago, the US said that it helped bomb a drug camp. Turned out to
Mm,
be a dairy farm.
I should do this. Yeah.
So the US and Ecuador said they destroyed a drug traffickers training
Wow.
camp in San Martin, a
Mm.
remote village. Turns out it was a dairy farm. So, uh, whoops-a-doo. Very similar to the drug boats that happened months ago
Mhm.
that were allegedly carrying drugs from South America and then turned out to be not drug boats.
In this day and age, with the technology advancements that we have, I'm curious how likely it is to make a mistake like this. I also saw something and like, sorry, I don't have the like specifics about him admitting to friendly fire, which is when we shoot at ourselves. Did you hear about this?
I heard about it, but I didn't look into it. What does this mean?
I'll look more into it for next time. But basically friendly fire is like when our troops accidentally shoot at each other. Yes. No, truly accidentally,
Oh,
not on purpose. And usually someone ends up dying. And he spilled the beans on this, and the way that he talked about it was like, there is just so much inefficiencies and like it's just jackasses running the show. You know
it
what I
is
mean?
literally, he is Orange Johnny Knoxville,
Yeah.
and his Goonies are the whole cast of Jackass, and they're just throwing things left and right to see what happens.
I like in the I get that like there's so much stuff, there's a lot of noise. He talks a lot of he's a big talker, right?
Yeah, he
But
talks in
there
circles.
are some massive things here that like just collectively make me feel so unsafe.
The
And
fact that he
everything
has
else that has the brain.
access to nuclear weapons
Yeah,
makes me
why?
feel so unsafe. The fact that his whole Golden Palace ballroom turns out to be a bunker makes me feel so unsafe. The fact that there is a plane running into a fire truck that happened earlier in the week, what's going on there, guys? And killed the pilot and the co-pilot.
Yeah.
Shit's awry. Shit is literally blowing up left and right around us. And it's just like it feels like nothing is happening. Like no one is being taken accountable for what their decisions are. Still, the Epstein files exist. We'll get into that because I have a little something there in Conspiracy Corner. Buckle up. But
Wait.
like, what is this? Like, no one's being held accountable for shit.
It's because he's just completely like taken our whole system and pulled it apart and he's like, hey, selling it for parts basically. I mean, like you're talking about like what's happening with like the airports and like or the like the crashes that we've been seeing more, they have deregulated infrastructures within businesses that have been there for a reason. One of the things that just, oh, see, I wish I would have, I'm so sorry, guys, that like I didn't have time to like pull certain articles, but there was like another thing that happened like last week was that he deregulated like banking laws that we implemented in 2008 based off of like the recession that we went on for bankers. So they basically have no like there's no penalties for them. So everything that happened in 2008, they basically got bailed out by the government and then we put in laws to prevent that from ever happening. Well, last week, he
Just
basically
ruin.
took all of those laws away. Meanwhile, all this other shit show is happening, so we're not even talking about it. And they're just, what are the consequences? So you got
Nothing.
bailed out, and now you're not going to have consequences for doing it again. I mean, this is like the same thing like with our food regulation. There are no food, like you know what I mean? Like so much has been taken away of like setting standards to protect us humans, like the people that like work and make America like run.
Actually
All
make
of that.
America great.
That actually make America great. Yeah, all of that shit to like protect us, to make sure that we have basically the American dream. They've all like a lot of them are falling by the wayside. And then like your right to vote is also being put in the shitter. So it's all pretty it it feels really bleak that there is hope, I swear. There's hope in there somewhere.
Yeah, that there's a certain ticking of a certain clock that needs to just turn off, if you know what I mean. Anyway,
Yeah. Okay, tell me
um,
about Jessi Draper. I'm sorry. I went on a
yes,
tangent.
no, no, no. So I'm going to cover this briefly because we talked last week about Taylor Frankie Paul and this can and the video release and the cancellation of the Bachelorette, et cetera, et cetera. Well, the Salt Lake City women are busy even before this, right before we started recording. Miranda, who's also on The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Did I say? Yeah, anyway. Um, wrong show, I think I just said, but anyway. Secret Life of Mormon Wives, Miranda.
You said that.
Speaking of Jessi,
Mhm.
she allegedly, now that she's a single lady, all the single ladies, she made out with Chase, who is Miranda's ex-husband slash baby daddy, who hooked up with Taylor Frankie Paul and has made out with her a few times. Now Jessi is single and has gone over to Chase. Miranda did a getting ready with me while I find out about another friend of mine running over to my ex-husband and then put that on social media. Then she also posted a picture of Jessi sending flowers saying, I'm so, so, so sorry. I know you'll never forgive me. Like, I just want to say, like, I'm thinking of you and I'm so sorry. And she just posted a picture, like, huh, interesting. I just got flowers. So it's like, girl, there's more than these like small, tiny little puddles of men uh, in Salt Lake City, guys.
Explore the world
Like,
of oyster. You have a platform now. There's way more men out in there.
you don't
You
need
don't
to share the
think you're a
same,
friend's guy.
yeah, you don't need to share the same guy. But
Mm.
anyway, so this happened today with the Miranda thing. Well, Jessi went on Call Her Daddy 2 days ago, I think it was on Wednesday or yesterday, actually. She was on Jessi Draper, aka Jordan, small face, big head, Magoo, who's best friends with Dakota. Dakota was with Taylor Frankie Paul. So Jordan and Dakota are besties. They're in the dad talk group. Um, but Jessi went to call her daddy and spilled it all. Orgies, escorts, taking all of her money, using
Oh.
her money for the escorts.
Hmm.
And she basically announced that she was going to be divorcing him. Thank God.
Shocker.
Thank God. Well, the only sucky thing is in this last season, she literally was on camera saying, like, even her dad saying, it's a nightmare to be married to him, but it's going to be a nightmare to divorce him. And she even said, like, in one of the scenes, like, I think I might just stay with him because it's going to be way more complicated and way more dramatic to try to divorce him. He's going to try to take everything from me. Because, like, he literally is just riding her coattails.
Oh, bummer.
So gross. He's such a sicko. Like he's just like the fact that you are calculated, like you are the company you keep. You're
Mm.
best friends with Dakota. Mr. Let me record a huge altercation, hold on to it, Stephen DeMarco style, and then release it 2, 3 years later.
Hmm.
Like, gross, dude. But I would highly recommend it's juicy. It's a very juicy episode on Call Her Daddy. But yeah, so apparently she's now kissing her co-star's ex-baby daddy. So it's like the drama never ceases. I hope that they picked up cameras because they did a whole pause on production. I hope they picked up cameras at this point now.
It's like they love the drama.
And it's like, what is that? I prefer not to have the drama. I actually feel more content and more free and light. And the air seems clearer when there's not drama afoot. But it's like these women literally feel like they need to start drama or their life is boring. I'm like, no, it's actually nice and freeing to have like nothing wrong.
That's totally a thing, you know. People are drawn to like the cycles. Ugh.
That's true. But now,
Are you bringing me into conspiracy corner?
sure am. Buckle up. Because click that link and then the other link. But
Okay.
first link, click the first link. It's
Mhm.
Jeffrey Epstein
Oh,
versus
I know. This is so creepy.
Palm Beach Pete.
What the heck, dude?
So there was a video that came out like a week and a half ago of a guy in Florida, in Palm Beach. riding with the top down that looked just like Jeffrey Epstein. And everyone's like, there's no way that homeboy would just be driving around with the top down if he's like in hiding. Then he goes and puts up a video, he meaning Palm Beach Pete, air quotes. Hey guys, Palm Beach Pete here. I'm not Jeffrey Epstein.
Have a weird voice.
So weird voice.
Yeah.
But then, love the sleuths of the internet. They do a side by side. The crooked bottom teeth, the eye, the eyes, like the lines and the creases, all in the same spot. The only thing that's different, it looks like homeboy just got
Freckles.
his nose lifted a little on the tip so it doesn't hang as low. That's the only thing it looks like.
Like a slight change of angle. But no, he's got the same like marks on his like cheeks. He's got the I'm trying to think what the Spanish name is. My mom called him the other day. So like we get like
Not angel kisses.
no, it's like it's sun kiss, but like you've got like the like gross like big old sunspots. We get them really bad and have to have them removed. But anyways, like he's got these manchas is what they're called. And then like look at his little freckles.
Like
This is what, yeah, I don't
all
know.
of the creases, all the things, they line up.
Weird.
And also then now look at the second link.
Uh,
Palm Beach Pete's daughter looks like a missing girl from Russia. So this is the conspiracy corner. Do you think Jeff Epstein, we all know, allegedly, he is alive. His bank accounts are still open, moving money around. That's weird if he, he kicked the bucket
mhm.
and then the whole FBI video, like, oh, it's weird. Right when he died, the video portion was missing from his security footage. Weird. And now this. So drop a comment down below. Do you think Palm Beach Pete is Jeffrey Epstein?
It's creepy. Or is it AI? Like, we're living in such a world of uncertainty. Like, none of us believe shit.
Even if it's real, you're like, oh, this is AI. It's like,
No,
actually, no, it's
it's
real.
so yeah, I can't make a decision. I have like total like PTSD from like choosing the wrong thing. Like it's
You
like
have AI TSD.
AI.
TSD.
Yeah.
AI traumatic stress disorder. We're
Well,
gonna
like
go, you do know we're gonna go the rest of our lives wondering, is this AI?
I know that's really annoying. I don't like this world. Can we
I
get rid of
don't.
it? I'm actually kind of done.
You know what I loved is I saw a video today of someone being like, wow, this is a concert from 2006. Look at the difference of the crowd in comparison to what today looks like. And it was literally showing, it's just a flashback footage of 2006. No phones in sight. People's hands are in the air. Yeah,
Oh,
not a phone in sight, just
yeah.
people having good
Fucking
time,
yeah.
good jams.
It's not, I notice that every single time I go to a show, I notice how many phones are in the air. And guys, let's be real. Like, you're never going to go back into those photos. And why?
I only do for the videos of Slipknot and Rob Zombie. I'm not even kidding. Once a year, I'll go back and like watch the videos just because it's been a hot minute since I've been at a concert. So I think that's why. It's like I'm just like thinking about those times like, God, concerts are fun. I'm
If
actually
you're anything like
considering,
me, like, you shouldn't be recording. If you're like Danielle, go for it.
well, okay, let's also, if we were on that subject, you're never going to look at that fireworks video again.
Oh, the fireworks.
You're never going to look at that fireworks video ever again. You don't need 16 of them. If you want to take a picture to commemorate and have use it as a background or B-roll for a video or something with text overlay, okay, fine. But if
Mhm.
you're taking 16 videos of fireworks, guys, you're never going
Enough.
to watch those again.
Yeah, that actually makes me want to go into my library, type in fireworks and
And just
see how, oh my
delete.
God, see how many, yeah,
Oh,
just delete them all.
how
This one's
many?
actually a pretty good one. I don't know where I was. Puerto Vallarta. Okay, that one's pretty good. It's like
No,
on the
that one's on
water.
that one's on the water. That is
That's a
beautiful.
pretty, yeah.
That is art.
Yeah, that's art. I have a few with like me in it that somebody took at Disneyland. Okay,
Okay,
thank
that's
you.
a,
I don't
oh
have
no, no,
that
no. Okay, I will be guilty and I'll
with a
tell you,
turkey leg. It's me dancing with the turkey leg with the
Okay,
fire.
that is no, I like that. One, when I take my kids to Disneyland for the first time, you bet your bottom dollar I'm gonna take pictures and
100%.
videos of all
Yeah.
of the freaking the castle and the fireworks and them and their shadow in front of it. You bet I'm gonna do that. But that's like those are the exceptions. But Fourth of
Yeah.
July fireworks, come on,
No.
come
I
on.
think that we all could delete at least five, 2 to 5 pictures right now. Take the pledge, guys. No more firework pictures and no more Thanksgiving photos, okay?
Oh, of
We
your
don't need to
plate.
see it. Yeah, of your plate. We don't need any plate pictures. We don't need to see it unless you are like an excellent home chef or a real chef. Like delete
And you
them.
use
Save
tongs to
your space. Yeah.
place your
The little,
garnishes.
yes, the thin tongs, not like the big
Yes.
ones.
No. No, if you're just putting your holiday slop on a plate and taking a picture of it, get it out of here.
You don't want to see it, okay?
Get it out of here.
I don't want to see your weird like box mac and cheese. I don't want to see it.
Ooh, she said
Yeah.
it.
Uh,
Um,
okay, what else?
well, the only other thing before we go into good news for sipping is the White House posted a video. If you click that link, an alert will go off. And if you look in the comment or the caption of it, it literally says, and it's like kind of alarming. Like we don't really need to see this. It's like a grady, like one of those like public service announcements. Aliens are taking over kind of like glitch on the TV screen. And there's flashes of things that we can't see. And I'm sure someone will like figure out what it's supposed to be. It literally says community note because it's not a caption, but a community note written by an Instagram user. The White House has initiated a new text alert system aimed at increasing public engagement and streamlining communication, allowing users to receive updates by texting USA to 45470. The system provides updates on the president's agenda, legislative initiatives, and community specific information. Their Instagram bio text reads, "The golden age of America begins right now."
Um,
I don't like this,
it's a like a SOS system basically.
but
Is
like,
that
don't look at it too long because who knows what that video is like, the things hidden behind it.
can't even see anything. It won't even play anything. It's just
Oh, there's like things flashing on my end.
yeah, that's it. And
Um, I don't know. I don't like it.
okay, I'm gonna get out of here then.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Well, going into good news for Stepman, there's actually a few things on deck.
Mhm.
Miss Rachel, is the peach, the gem, the overall wearing headband wearing lady,
Yeah.
she vows that she wants to free all children that are in detention centers and she wants to fight to close ICE detention centers in Texas.
Yeah, she's like our living Mother Teresa. Like protect
She
her at all costs. Like if you have any beef with Miss Rachel, you're on the you're on the fucking wrong side of it, guys. Uh,
she is our generation's Mother Teresa.
she really is. Yeah,
Yes,
she's a wonderful soul. There's nothing, she just purely, sincerely wants what's right for children. And if you're against that, well, then you're a piece of shit. So, bye.
I concur.
Yep.
So she had spoke with two children who are being held at the Dilley Immigration Processing Center. And since this happened 5 days ago, one of them has been released. So she's
Hmm.
working hard at trying to actually release the children and their parent, obviously, not just like release the children to the streets.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, she's working hard in trying to get, and it's like I feel as though people might be like, well, why just that detention center? Of course. But it's like if she's able to have this power in one, you know she's gonna spread her efforts around.
Yeah, she said all, okay? She has to
Yeah,
start somewhere. Give her a moment. She is only human.
exactly.
What are
So
you doing?
complaining.
Yeah. How about instead help her with the other ones? We
Yeah.
all, I've said this before. I th like we morally should all be right now at all of these detention centers demanding that they are released. So
Chin
there's that.
chin.
Anyways,
Another thing, California's new personal finance curriculum is now going to be a requirement for high schoolers, starting with those who have to graduate in 2030 or later.
good.
So we've said this for years. People in
Yeah.
generations have said this for years. It's like, wow, I learned how to play the recorder, but I can't file my taxes. Well, California's new personal finance curriculum will include banking, budgeting, savings, credit scores, student loans, investing, retirement savings, and more, equipping students with real world financial skills before they graduate. So the
Love that.
course will be offered beginning 2027 to 2028, but with the completion being a requirement now for students who are going to be graduating in 2030 to 2031 or later.
Awesome. Love that.
Dude, wish that was there when I was a child. um, and my last good news, we're sipping. When the justice system actually it does its job well. A mother in Brazil was cleared of murder after admitting that she killed her partner in a violent confrontation that followed a terrifying discovery. Erica Pereira said she acted to protect her 11-year-old daughter after becoming alarmed by disturbing messages the man had sent. This was the mother's boyfriend. So the mother cut off his genitals because he was assaulting her daughter.
Mm,
And she was cleared for murder.
that's amazing. Brazil, Brazil, you guys really
Dude,
know how to protect us women. Good job.
I'm
Good job.
you're great. You're great. So I'm glad because, yeah, he deserved it. Anywho, into what we watched.
Yes.
Um, Obviously, Dami was busy, busy lady. So I have a lot of the hefty part of the list. Do you want to go first or do you want me to?
I want you to
Okay.
because, yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'll go over the few things that I know for a damn fact you've never watched, and then we'll talk about the things that we watched together.
Okay.
So Southern Hospitality, phenomenal, phenomenal. Emmy's a fucking moron. So she accused her black ex-friend slash coworker of her feeling scared, and microaggression came into play.
Fun.
And then one of her coworkers is like, he goes into a confessional going, I don't think she knows what that means. And then the producer goes in a confessional to her, what is microaggression? She goes, when you have like when you're small and aggravated, like when you're really like short and aggravated. And it was just like where it was kind of like,
That's kind of cute that she like thinks that. So it's like for small people only.
no, like
Like
where it's like
you're
women are bad drivers. That's a microaggression. And they're like, oh,
no.
okay, okay. So other than that, the episode just does really a good job. That in Summer House, they do a real good job of actually bringing race and the difficulties that, the Black community faces and things that people, white and privileged, we would
Mm.
never have to think twice about in a way that they would ever have to like worry about certain words being used or certain labels being put on them. So I think they've been doing a really great job. So I actually want to give like a little applause to Bravo because they're putting that conversation in front of us. Summer House is doing great in the terms of making Amanda be look amazing, and thank God she got out of her marriage because on this latest episode, Kyle, her ex-husband now, but in this episode they were still married. He got so wasted and started pouting around the house because she was hanging out with their roommates because again it's a shared house, so she's hanging out with the roommates, not giving him any attention. He's pouting, stomping his feet, getting all upset about it. Then later, she's like, what's wrong? And he goes, you're a fucking dumb bitch. And like starts verbally accosting her. And
Oh.
everyone in the house is like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Even a guy is like basically rehabilitating his image because he's like, dude, you need to apologize. And he's like comforting her and like being there for her and stuff. And whereas the next morning, her husband doesn't say diddly squat because he doesn't probably remember.
Oh, fun.
And then so he's confronted being like, you need to apologize. He's like, why? Why do I need to apologize? Because you said this. And he goes, oh, I guess I'll tell her, like, I'm sorry for saying fuck you. That was his apology.
Oh, men are toddlers sometimes. Wow. Cool. That's great.
Yes, not all men, but this
Not
one
all
in
men.
particular,
Some
they
men.
do. Um,
You, that's like me telling my 3-year-olds like when they do something really naughty to each other, and I'm like, do you think that person wants to hear an apology? can you go apologize? And they're like, no. I'm like,
Walk over there right
no.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not my what is it like gentle parenting that's like, I'll just like
Well,
you feel like
if
apologizing?
he doesn't get there himself, then we just really don't have a conversation
Go
anymore.
apologize.
Get your fucking ass over there and apologize right now. God
I'll
damn
say
it.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So Kyle's a piece of shit and whatever. So I'm just so thankful she's out of that relationship. He's awful.
Mhm.
Um, and then Southern Charm Reunion Part 2, it was fine. I feel like the season was all right. It wasn't like groundbreaking, but it was like definitely didn't make Craig look good, but overall, I think Sally has been slut shamed and ridiculed. I said multiple times I don't like her because she's not a girl's girl kind of thing. But also, like, I don't think she needs to be slut shamed. She's single. She can do whatever the fuck she wants.
Nobody needs to be slut shamed. You
No.
know who needs to be shamed? Donald Trump.
Oh, biggest slut of them all.
Yeah.
Ew. Anyway, um, ugh. So then, did you watch The Pit? We can
Uh,
talk about it next.
I'm not fully caught up. I think I
Did you
might be
watch the ice episode that I talked about?
like I didn't finish it. I
Okay.
think that's where I am. But like they come in and the
Yep.
vibes are yeah. Mhm.
We'll talk about this because I'll also watch the latest one. I think that came out today. So by next week, just catch up on the last half of that episode and then into the newest episode. So we'll watch it. I'll talk about that next week. And then I also went down memory lane. And for some reason I had a very much like I really want to watch something of the alts, something dignified, but also entertaining. So I watched Black Swan and Marie Antoinette.
Oh, I love that. Okay, into
Oh my
that.
God. And you know what's weird? I won't say their name,
Mhm.
but I have a core memory of Marie Antoinette with you.
Me? Really?
Yeah, because we watched it at a certain lady's house, her apartment, the blue apartment, and we watched it in her living room. Starts with an L.
Yeah, I know who you're thinking of.
We watched
Okay.
it together for the first time at her apartment. So my core memory of this movie is with you, her, and me watching this movie.
That's really funny. I think I block out traumatic people.
Yeah, I
Not
know.
that you're the traumatic
Yeah.
person, just that person's a traumatic person. I associate it with other Danielle because she reminds me of what's
Kirsten
her
Dunst.
yeah, Kristen Dunst. And just like she's got that like vibe too. Like she loves like girly frilly things. So like and I know she loves
Kirsten Dunst just got announced as the Housemaid 2 sequel.
oh cool.
So she's going to be with Sudna Sweater uh, and Kirsten Dunst are going to be the leads of Housemaid 2.
Cute. Love
Yeah.
it.
But yeah, I watched those two and it just, yeah, for some reason on Sunday, I had like this, I was making my coffee, I was putting in my little French press and I was like, I really want to watch Black Swan.
Yeah, it's
So I
time.
was, so I was like, I'm going to do it. Fuck it. Nothing like my Sunday morning coffee and Black Swan. But it was so good. Like that movie is great. Marie Antoinette also great. That soundtrack phenomenal. I listen to
Thanks.
that soundtrack all the time.
Mhm.
When I
Yeah.
work, Antoinette soundtrack is so good. And then I watched YouTube reactions of Heated Rivalry. Have you watched it yet?
Oh,
God
heated.
damn it. Are you
Oh, is
kidding me?
that? Oh, no, I don't. Yeah. Uh-huh.
You haven't watched the gay hockey player show yet?
No. I feel like I missed the boat. I know what it's
No,
about, but I'm like,
you
eh.
haven't. Because there's 6 episodes and there's a season 2 coming in 2027. So
Oh my
between
God.
now,
Oh, I thought it was a movie.
no. Oh my God, you don't listen to me when I talk.
I
Um,
don't- when it's something I haven't watched or don't want to
you're
watch,
like do do do
I'm
do do do.
I'm online shopping. Leave me alone.
Fucking batch. So okay, you have between now and next year to watch 6 episodes of Heated Rivalry. It'll change your life. But anyway, so I'm that person that likes to actually watch other people reacting to things that I've already seen. So I watched, and these two people are phenomenal. Jack and Dan reacts when Brittany was here visiting in February of last year. We watch like they did the whole Twilight series, so we watched them watching Twilight, and it was hilarious. There are these like two British dudes that sit, and they always like started off with like pull up a chair and sit betwixt the boys, and we're gonna watch, and then they like watch it. They're now watching, doing live reactions, or not live, but they're doing reactions to the Heated Rivalry show, like
Yeah.
starting now. I think they just released episode 2 today. It is so funny because they're just like these two dudes that just hang out and chill and just like watch movies and like talk about it, but they're so funny. Jack and Dan reacts. You have to watch it. And then Darcy's not here, is a Canadian, so she loves this because she's Canadian. Hockey's a big thing. That's like their football.
Hmm.
Um, so she watched the whole series, and there's certain parts that you'll get to when you watch it because I'm gonna literally not let you not watch it. Um, that you're like, oh, it's gonna come, it's gonna come. And she's like, she's like, oh, I'm not gonna cry this episode. And all of a sudden she's like, and I was like, waiting for that part. So good. But I love watching reaction videos. But anyway, okay, now let's go into the things we've watched together. Well, not together, but Love Story, you're caught up
Hmm.
and you watched episode 8,
Yes.
the one that everyone is saying, like, God, this show has kind of gone downhill. I think it's because if you think about it, we don't know if this happened because we don't know if this fight ever happened with them because it was behind closed doors in their apartment.
Hmm.
So this obviously had to be like the dramatized version for TV. Like, we don't know if this fight ever took place.
Do you like, I feel like every like big moment throughout the show, I go to Google and then I'm like the fight in
Oh, the
Central
park.
Park fight, I'm like, what? And I like go and because we were younger.
This wasn't our thing. This wasn't
Yeah.
something we would follow. Yeah.
No. Um, and so it's just been kind of like this like interesting follow along, like where we learn about, or I learn about like their history.
Yeah.
Um, I don't think that it's like for me, I think because I there was no time in between. I don't know if there was time in between for the other episodes. Was there? Did they do like any like a
No,
normal
it
show
was
once a week, or did they all get released?
no,
Like
it's
eight?
it's still episodically or weekly, whatever. I keep saying
Okay,
episodic,
yeah.
but you know
So
what I mean.
I had a lot of catching up to do, so there was like no time in between. So for me, it doesn't feel like, oh, this is starting to suck. It's just crappy to watch a relationship fall apart. That's like kind of how I kind of took it.
And also knowing like what's gonna happen.
Yeah, and knowing what's gonna happen, the little like nuggets that they put in there, about it too, like the drawing of a plane that his mom saved that he made when he was a kid, like all of that kind of stuff is kind of shitty. You know what's interesting? I also kind of wanted to ask you. So funny. I was wondering about Princess Diana and like this timeline
Oh yeah.
touch on it too was really like I was like, oh, they're thinking about it too. And the correlations. But I remember when Princess Diana died, I think like most people, and
Yeah,
I
I know exactly where I was when it happened.
yeah, just like 9/11. It
Hmm.
was such a big deal. And I knew who she was, but I didn't know, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like
I
I
didn't
was
realize such a because I feel like it was very parallel to them. Like JFK Jr. and Caroline Bassett were such a big thing. Princess Diana was such a big thing. Like there were these huge things that we were just, I think, maybe I want to say like 10 years younger than
yeah,
when it would have been like something that was a big deal for us.
totally.
Yeah.
The th- the thing about um, them dying in the airplane that came back to me watching this was I remember when they died when that was on the news because I remember this conversation with my mom. I asked her like who he was and like what happened and like just kind of vaguely remember her like telling me about it and like me being sad. But like like from when I started the show, I didn't make that connection. That like I knew
Oh,
being like it like hit me after. I was like, wait, I had this conversation like when this happened. So it was weird. But
where were you? side tangent. Where were you when you found out about Princess Diana? Because I actually have this distinct memory of being in aunt, my cousin Gina's house in Santa Clara, sitting on the floor because she was just moving into this house because like it was a tradition where the eldest kid or the older kids, they got their own house as like a gift. I
Yeah.
don't know. That my aunt, like at the time, she was able to do that. So my aunt was there. She was there. There was no furniture. We were sitting on the floor. The TV was on in the corner.
Yeah.
And we
Huh.
were facing the front window, and all of a sudden the news broke, and the front door was open because they were starting to like unload stuff.
Oh. Oh man. I was, what's weird is both big events for me, 9/11 and Princess Diana were both with my dad.
Mm.
So, I was at my dad's house, his like apartment, and I remember like where the TV was in the room, being on the couch and like being really sad. Like we were like I remember him like talking about her too, like me asking and it just like how sad it was. 9/11 that day, my dad took me to breakfast. Like I woke up extra early to go, like maybe like 6
Because it
a.m.
was during the school week.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
during the school week and he took me to the Cardinal in San Jose that's no longer there.
Oh,
And we sat in a big red booth and I remember hearing
big red booths.
yeah, the big red boots. I remember hearing like they like everyone had like turned on the news, basically, like everything
Yeah.
stopped and then you're all listening to it.
That was at my
It
school. I was at school
already
when
there.
and
Yeah.
I remember it was my first class, and were sitting at first. It was like where every class we just literally the bell would ring, and we would go to the next class and continue to watch. Go to
Hmm.
the next class and continue to watch, and then people started getting pulled out of class.
Yeah. I
And
think they let us go that day.
well,
I won't.
so it was like if your parent was allowed or like able to, because I think at that point, like my mom couldn't get out of work early.
Mhm.
Well, I was like just going class to class watching the news. And so distinctly remember being in the brown room because it was like brown wood paneling for some reason in this room.
Mhm.
And then I remember that class, they didn't have a TV in it, but they had a radio. So we were listening to the radio. And then the next one, I went into the white classroom. For some reason, I just remember the wall color. The white classroom had a TV, and that's when we watched like the news happening.
I got dropped off at school after, like knowing that that happened, got to school, and my first class, my first period was driver's ed. And we used to have, this is so old school, we used
I
to
never
like
took
sit,
driver's ed
it
at
was like,
school. I was so jealous of people who
they don't
got
do that
that.
anymore? Oh,
No, they didn't have it in
we
my
have like
school.
oh, we had like, okay, so like half of the room was like normal old school desks, and then the other half were these simulators for driving in a car. So like it had like it almost looked like a little like a
Fun.
game, like kind of fun gaming. And I remember in school always like pausing and still to this day that you don't say stimulator because everyone would snicker at you that you say simulator.
Oh,
So they basically told us to go home and so like went home but oh my God, okay, blast of
right. Well, and also when you just said, what was the other event that happened? Oh, no, no. Oh my
9/11
God.
and
9/11,
for me. I know JFK
JFK.
that's like where we started, but like it was
What was the other thing you
mm,
just said? When Princess Diana and we did that. Oh my God, you said it. It's gonna drive me nuts. I'll come back to it later when if I remember in the next like 10 minutes. But anyway, so love story, episode
yeah.
8. How did you feel about like the fight? And obviously, like I do feel as though his reaction to like when they did see that on the news with Princess Diana, like how it would actually affect her. Because if you think about it, like
Yeah.
it they're harassed by paparazzi all the time at this point.
Yeah.
So it's
Definitely.
very parallel.
Interesting, like, because you have like both perspectives, like everyone's dropping what they're doing and watching this like tragedy
Mhm.
unfolds and like what it must feel like as a child of someone like of a parent, like that's your parent. There was that correlation, but like also for her, that like this is like literally what she's living and breathing and like what she's so afraid of. It's weird I think where like I'm struggling is like her personality prior to this is like, at least within the show, I don't know, obviously didn't know her as like a person, don't really
Yeah.
know anything about her as like a real actual person, but like how they portrayed her in the show, like being so like cool and like confident and not that she wanted at all the fame, that's not how they portray her, but that she was comfortable with like anyone and everyone. It doesn't matter who you are, right? If she was like so cool with him. So then to like have this visceral reaction to fame and to like being photographed, I mean, like it sucks. That looks like it sucks, but it just seems like there's a little bit more of a disconnect that we're missing on like the character development.
Well, and also he even like played into that where I think it was like the last episode, not this last one, but the one before that. So episode 7, where he said, oh, you used to be able to walk into a room and be so, and she's like,
Yeah.
used to.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
The realization, I think, is like when she realizes, like, wait, I have lost that thing of me. I
Yeah.
have lost that like thing that I used to have, this characteristic I used to have, this personality I used to have. And I feel like that is also a really good point in, oh my God, again, it's slipping my mind. There was something that was, oh, I've referenced this before. I listened to the Tinks podcast and she has like where she does like the Ask Me Anythings. And someone asked, like, what do you think? Like, do you think this is completely a situation that's completely gone and will never happen again? Where a girl can just be like, because in the beginning, when she met JFK Jr., she's like, oh, you'll find me. I'm not going to give you my number. You have to come find me. You have to come hunt me down. Like, you kind of have to like work for it. And Tinks made a good point. And she's like, we have too much instant gratification now. A guy will not go out of his way to be like, I'm going to now work for it, make all this effort for it when I could just hop on an app and get a new person like in my inbox in a minute.
Yeah.
It's a different world now, like that we live in, that does that type of coolness and that type of like longing and effort and all that is like kind of gone. That
Just
doesn't
so much
exist.
vetting, like wild amount of vetting, and that like kudos to you or anyone who's like ever done that much vetting. Wowza. Like, especially someone like him.
Where he can get anybody, but he was like so enthralled by her that
Yeah,
he's like, no, I'm gonna make all this effort because she's not gonna make it easy for me.
I respect it. Like, but
Hmm.
I can't, I'm like, how
That would
would that
never
work
happen today.
today? Yeah, like how would that work today?
Never happen
People would
today.
just get bored, and not saying that she's not good enough to do that or that a man isn't, vice versa. Like I think it goes both ways. Like
Yeah.
you should vet each other, but like I just don't see that for today anymore.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not at all.
A little bit, but not that much. She really pushed him.
She did. But also, just so like you know, this week's episode is the last episode.
I figured, yeah.
It's the finale.
Dang, crazy.
They
Okay.
already they already had whisperings that they're going to continue the love story trope and they're going to choose like Elizabeth
Ooh,
Taylor.
huh.
They're going to
Yeah.
do Elizabeth Taylor.
Wowza. Love it. Okay.
So yeah, next or this next episode I think that comes out tomorrow is going to be the sad one.
Okay.
So brace yourself.
I'm ready.
All right, and then last but not least for what we watched is I watched this. The first
Mhm.
2 episodes got released on Apple TV, and then I immediately texted Damiana and being like, "Oh my God, you have to watch this. It's so phenomenal! Wow, like wow, wow, wow." Imperfect Women on Apple TV. It has Kerry Washington. It has the girl from Handmaid's Tale and Mad Men. That's slipping my mind. Nope. Not even if I squint a little does it come to my brain. And then the really pretty girl that has like the cutest face with the nose flip thing.
Okay, Elizabeth Moss, Kate Mara, and
Kate
Carrie
Mara.
Washington.
And also was killing me for those first 2 episodes. I was like, why does this guy look so fucking familiar? He
Gold.
was my big crush when I was watching The Killing. He was the rough around the edges cop. Did you ever watch The Killing?
Yes, maybe.
Oh my God. Okay. It
Like
is a
Soul, the bald guy?
no.
Joel.
The
Joel.
husband. So in The Killing, he plays this like kind of like gangsta thug guy, but he's like so hot. And he plays like the other cop, the other
Oh,
detective. And
okay.
he, oh my God, he was my crush of all crushes like 10, maybe 10 years ago when the show first came out. He, but like the whole time I'm watching The Imperfect Women, I'm like, why does this husband look so familiar? I finally look it up and I'm like, that's who it is. And
Eh,
let me tell you, once you get to episode two, towards the end, you will understand. He just exudes. He's so hot.
He's in Suicide Squad too. I think that's where I know
Oh
him.
yeah. Yeah, he's in that. I watched that movie like once in the drive-ins and I was just kind of like, I'm kind of falling asleep here. Um, the soundtrack was good though. But he is divine. His character, not so much, but he is divine. But Imperfect Women, what did you think? Because you've only watched the first episode. I watched the last three. So the first
Yeah.
three.
I like it. I'm gonna watch it. I think it's yeah, I think it's good. It's entertaining. I think they're good actors
Oh,
and
and it also for people who haven't like have no idea what this is, it's definitely one of those who done it. It's
yeah.
um three girls, friend gets murdered. You have to find out, or we're waiting to find out who murdered her. What happened on her last day?
Was it her friend? Maybe, maybe not.
Was it
Who
her
knows?
husband? Was it her friend? Was it her daughter? Was it her
And
lover? Was it
they
her
like yeah, they make you think like it could have been this person or maybe it wasn't this person. So you don't know. Yeah.
who is
Yeah.
it?
No,
Could have been
I'm here.
anybody.
Yeah, I'm here for the ride. I think it's good. It's on Apple, right? We said
Apple
Apple.
TV. Yeah.
Okay,
So
Apple.
highly recommend. It's one episode a week. They released first two, but now it's like one a week. So you
Okay.
will not get spoiled because it's still ongoing. I don't know how many episodes they are, but I'm gonna assume eight. We'll see. But anyway, so get us down and dirty. Wait. Oh, wait.
I got I have one thing to update on after we're done with watch.
Yeah, read. Like
Sorry.
the act fast,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Last week I said
We're distracted.
I was distracted. It was hard to get into it. I wasn't sure. And it wasn't like anything to do with the writing, just was more like I consumed too much. Like I
Yeah.
needed a break. Well, I did a lot of driving this week and just like I had some time and it was only like a 4 hour listen on the book. So I only had like
Oh yeah,
two
it's
hours
the thin
last
book.
week. Yeah, it's a thinner book. So I literally finished it actually right before I jumped onto the podcast. There was only 3 minutes left from like the drive that I had today. And so I was like, let's finish her. So finished A Court of Frost and Starlight. It was short and sweet. It's not about the drama. This book is like not like building up the like we're going to war or she's going to the mountain. Like it wasn't about that. I see now why it's like a thinner one. It's kind of like she dropped like this like pretty teaser of like what's to come, setting the stage for like the character development of like each character's like in different places after the Highburn War. So like you have like the sisters who've been converted to Fae, where are they at emotionally, physically, where are they at? And then all of the males, of course, it had definitely some like sexiness to it, some like finding oneself, what's the path that they're going to take, like who are they? Mixed in with it's all like around the solstice, winter solstice, so it's kind of got like this Christmas vibe. So I was like imagining like what is this gonna look like in a movie? And I think that they're gonna do like I don't think this is like encompasses a whole movie or show. I think it would be like, or if it is a show, it's an episode. You know what I mean?
Are they gonna make a movie?
I hope so. I don't know. It's not on anyone's. They tried to put it on like a radar and it got canceled. So someone else basically needs to pick it up whether they're gonna I think they were originally gonna do a show. So whether they do movies or shows, I'm not sure, but I could see this being an episode or like a piece of a movie, like a really quick, like now we're in Christmas and this is what happened. This is
No,
what
I
they
mean
get.
like the whole series. Are they going to do like a movie ever or
That's
show?
what I would think is like
It's
each,
like Game of Thrones-esque, like where it's like that fantasy, but like where you can still
yeah.
kind of see real people.
But you know how like sometimes like books get picked up for shows instead. So like I think it could be either. I don't think I'm personally like glued to one option. But I love this for me that like I'm now a fantasy girly. I get all of the like stuff on Instagram now. It's like all the reels are pushed towards me. So this is a fun new
You're loving your
personality
algorithm.
trait. Yeah.
Speaking of TV shows, before we go, did you see the new trailer for the new Harry Potter TV show?
No, but I've been hearing about it. I'm so excited.
Okay, so obviously, because like I'm a definitely a Potterhead for sure. I mean, I have a freaking like tattoo and everything on my ribs, but I have a sticker on my car. I am a Slytherin. I don't care how old I am. I am always gonna be a Slytherin. So anyway, and my Patronus is a hummingbird. Just letting you know, I know that too. But so the trailer just came out today, and wow, it looks amazing. So it's supposed to be a lot more geared towards the actual books. So it's going to be different in a way that the movies themselves took a little bit of like, they took chunks out of the books that weren't like, that could have been important. They just
Mhm.
omitted. Whereas the TV show is going to be fully book. Like
Yeah.
everything's going to fall in line with the book, plain as a day. I got a little misty when it got to the end of that trailer. It looks beautiful and I am so excited. I
Are you
can't
watching
wait.
with the boys?
Hell yeah. Oh, and also the trailer for the Stranger Things cartoon came out and I'm gonna watch that with the boys too.
Oh, nice. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
so I'm excited. So there's a lot of good things that coming, but yeah, I'm excited for the Harry Potter show. I'm
Cute.
excited for maybe even a future ACOTAR series. We'll see.
Yeah.
Anywho, well, as always, like, subscribe, comment, share, all the fun stuff. Download our episodes. Even if you
Give us
don't,
some love.
give us some love. I mean, come on. Strangers are. Why aren't you? But we'll see you next week. And always, as always, drop what we should be watching or slash reading in the comments.
Bye.
Bye bye.